What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to today's video. This will not be an airdrop farming video today. No, I just want to give you a short update on the top 3 projects from my DeFi YouTube portfolio. So basically the high risk portfolio, which I usually show once a month here on this channel. Now after around I think 11 episodes, I decided to pause this series because of the reason that not much is going on in this DeFi high risk space. But I still wanted to give you an update on my 3 biggest positions, so the usually biggest positions. Those were of course fluctuating over time, but those were the main 3 projects in this portfolio. And we want to start with the biggest one, with Profit Wallet. What's currently going on here? What did I do over the last few months? I always said Profit Wallet over the bear market is one of the best opportunities to have. This is basically a very diversified crypto portfolio which runs through this Telegram bot here. Those guys invested in DeFi or still invest in DeFi in the NFT space. They also purchased throughout the bear market a lot of physical crypto mining devices, which are currently located in the US and also in Canada. And from all these investments, they managed to get an average of around 3 to 4% throughout the bear market. But as of right now, the return is still at 3%. And that's why I think I miss out on opportunity cost here if I leave my capital in Profit Wallet. That's why I decided to withdraw some of my capital around 5k at Christmas Eve and around another 3k 1 month afterwards, which I now put into yield farming pools, where I currently get way more than those 3% which Profit Wallet distributes here on a monthly basis. So I basically withdraw around 8k from this portfolio, but it's still doing good. You can see I still generate daily returns around $14 in commissions, which is a profit share model, and around $1.80 on my investment, which is currently sitting at roughly 1.8k. So Profit Wallet is still doing pretty good. They managed to get through the bear market phase, and now I think better times are ahead of us, probably also more returns, but I decided to withdraw the majority of my capital from this platform because of what's currently going on in the market. I think you all recognized that Bitcoin just hit 52k and all these other tokens and coins are also pumping. So that's the main reason why I decided to move my capital to other places. Next project on today's list is Stasis Network, basically the second place in here in terms of allocated capital. So I currently have around 4.4k in here. I never took profits in Stasis. I never sold a single Stasis or Stasis Plus token. And I still, of course, also hold my NFT, which generates me weekly returns, so STS token, which directly gets sent over to the staking section. And how my investment here is currently positioned: I have around 3.3k in the STS Matic farm, I have around 500 in the STS Plus farm, and I also have around $400 in the single staking here. And I probably missed the opportunity to take some profits in the end of last year when Polygon, or the Matic token, was shooting up. This was at this point right here when Matic went to $1.10, or I think even $1.20 with the wick, which is not displayed in this chart here. Currently we're sitting at roughly 90 cents, and I will definitely take profits if we reach certain milestones. So Matic price of around $1.50. I will not cash out everything. I will most likely move some capital from a STS Matic farm in STS Plus, because I expect we will have at least one major correction in the future before the market goes parabolic and we break the all-time high. But let's see how this plays out. Obviously, if the Matic price starts to increase, STS will rise with it. And we saw the all-time high here also in the end of December when we saw a price of 1.6 cents in the STS token. And this will most likely also be my first profit taking zone, and I will move my capital to other projects, most likely to yield farms in the Cosmos ecosystem. Last one we want to talk about shortly today is the BNB Miner, one of those projects which did very well for me over the last, I think, almost 20 months now. I started in May 2022. The project overall is now over 159 days old. It's the first of its kind, the first miner contract. Those were pretty popular in 2022. Almost everyone in this DeFi high risk space was aping in those miner projects. And that's where most profits were made for the early ones. So I can just tell this again over and over. We are currently sitting below 300 BNB in the contract balance, but I expect this project to have another major run if we get into the real bull run. Maybe in 2024, maybe it takes up to 2025, but this will definitely grow legs, especially what we see currently going on the Avalanche blockchain. Their miners are quite popular. We saw one popping up, which is called the Inu Miner, so the biggest meme coin on Avalanche. And yeah, those projects are still popular. People like to play them, and that's why I think the BNB Miner will definitely have another leg up. The current problem with it is just that the Binance Smart Chain is not that popular anymore. It was pretty big in the last bull run, but we don't see the TVL growing over here. We, for example, also don't see Avalanche growing in TVL. So this will happen over the upcoming few months. And then obviously at some point, people are willing to take the risk to go into such projects like the BNB Miner, which pays you a good amount per day. It just needs new attention. We see this currently happening on Arbitrum. Those kind of new layer 2 projects, or especially the big ones, get the most attention and also the most liquidity. But once retail starts jumping back in, Binance Smart Chain as well as Binance are quite popular. Fees are pretty low, and that's why I think definitely that the BNB Miner will have another comeback and a third big cycle, which will be more parabolic than ever. I still see big YouTubers talking about it, which have an allocation here, so they will also talk about it once this starts pumping again. So definitely watch out for the BNB Miner. It is of course a high-risk project which still relies on new capital, but once it makes its first move, there will be a lot of I pairs on it. And that's why I try to have my current total value locked still above 16 BNB. And also I have a contract percentage owned of over 5%, which is my target amount. And that's why I also just took profits once in the last 1.5 to 2 months. And this is quite hard to resist the opportunity here to claim almost 0.5 BNB a day, which are currently around 160 US dollars. But I can just repeat it again. I'm here for the long term and I will take profits once we go parabolic. So that should do it on today's overview. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below this video. And if you don't want to miss future updates on it, also airdrop content, this is the right channel for you. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and see you in my next one.